Have you ever found yourself maybe wrestling with a tough decision? Feeling a bit adrift, in all the opinions? Or struggling to hold your ground when boundaries get kind of blurry?
Oh, absolutely. We all have those moments, right?
Yeah, that feeling of not quite knowing how to navigate things or take that really decisive step. Well, a deep dive today is pretty much custom tailored to help cut through some of that uncertainty. We're going to explore three absolutely fascinating animals: the anaconda, the lionfish, and the mantis.
But this isn't just like a biology lesson.
No, definitely not. We're using them as powerful, symbolic guides, really, for a specific internal facet, a subpersonality we're exploring from these notes we have. Liz's animal research notes, too.
Right. Think of a subpersonality as a distinct pattern, like energy, instincts, behaviors inside us, ready to be channeled. And what's truly fascinating is how these animals, often seen as, separate things, can actually offer a unified, really practical framework for understanding our inner dynamics and making effective choices.
Yeah, exactly.
So our mission here is to kind of unpack the core essence of each one, understand their unique powers, and then discover how they can actually braid inside you, how they weave together to create a quick-use playbook for challenges, boundaries, and making those decisive actions in your own life.
Exactly. This isn't just about admiring some incredible creatures, though they are incredible. It's about channeling very specific, almost primal energies, and ancient wisdom to become more effective, more mindful, and much more intentional day to day.
You'll probably be surprised at how much practical insight these animals hold when we look at them this way.
Okay, let's unpack this first incredible creature, the anaconda.
Yeah.
When you think anaconda, what's the very first image that flashes into your mind? For a lot of people, it's probably immense power, maybe a little bit of fear.
Right, and the source material here does something brilliant. It moves beyond just that fear response to highlight its profound natural traits. We're talking about these immense water boas, some of the heaviest snakes on the planet.
Really? How heavy are we talking?
Oh, easily reaching over 20 feet long, weighing hundreds of pounds. Just imagine that raw, foundational power.
Wow.
And their physical traits are perfectly adapted. Their eyes and nostrils are right on top of their head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, ideal for staying submerged, staying stealthy in the water.
That's incredible. So a master of stealth and just immense strength.
Totally. They're nocturnal ambush predators. They strike from the water, suffocating prey with those powerful coils.
Okay, but here's something from the notes that really blew my mind. Some female anacondas can actually reproduce without a mate. Facultative parthenogenesis, it's called.
Yes. Isn't that wild?
It is. So what does that surprising natural ability teach us about this Liz's persona? Or, how we can channel that kind of self-contained power?
That's a perfect question because that's exactly it. That parthenogenesis points to what the notes call self-sourced energy for Liz.
Self-sourced, okay.
It's about that innate ability to build and create from within, not waiting for permission, not needing external validation or certain conditions. It's like a deep internal wellspring of potential. And culturally, Amazonian folklore calls them Yakuma, the mother of the waters. They believe they shaped creation, protected rivers.
So this isn't just a creature of force then, it's also about foundational creation and this deep, quiet power.
Absolutely. Symbolically, anacondas represent that primal power, the mystery of water, creation, rebirth, hidden strength, all that deep stuff.
Right.
They're often seen as ancestral bridges or psychopomps, those spiritual guides for big transitions like life and death cycles.
Glides, okay.
Yeah, and keepers of ancient knowledge. Psychologically, sure, they evoke awe and maybe fear, but also this deep fascination linking directly to our most primordial instincts.
That makes so much sense. So archetypally, as a universal symbol, the anaconda embodies the deep enigma, that silent waterborne strength and transformation.
Exactly. Or the cosmic coiler representing cyclical rebirth and interior power. It's no wonder we have phrases like anaconda tight to describe that overwhelming pressure.
Yeah, totally. So connecting this back to Liz's vibe, what's the core feeling here?
For Liz, the anaconda represents a core vibe that's sovereign, tidal, and quietly immense. It's power in the pause.
Power in the pause. I like that.
Yeah, anacondas don't just thrash around. They read the water, they sense things, then they commit. That's a strategy muscle.
So,
still scan, squeeze.
still scan, squeeze. Got it.
It's also edge dweller wisdom, being fluent at thresholds like the line between art and work or maybe intuition and analysis, knowing when to surface, when to stay submerged. And the coil, It isn't just force, it's containment. It's about setting a container where ideas or teams or feelings can transmute, like deeply transform without just leaking everywhere.
Okay, so immense quiet containment, holding that space. But what about defining the edge of that space?
Mhm.
That leads us nicely. From the deep, slow currents, we shift to the vibrant, yet fiercely protective beauty of the lionfish. Our next piece of this puzzle.
Yes, and this is where the lionfish offers such a powerful lesson in like presence and protection. Visually, they're stunning, right?
Oh, absolutely majestic. Those fan-like fins, the vivid red-brown stripes, instantly recognizable.
But those beautiful fins, they aren't just for show, are they?
Far from it. They're famously equipped with, what, up to 18 venomous spines? Dorsal, pelvic, anal spines.
That's right, a potent defense mechanism. Painful sting, but rarely fatal to humans, thankfully.
Right.
They're native to the Indo-Pacific, but as many people know, they've become a major invasive species in the Atlantic, Caribbean, Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, you hear about that a lot.
And their success as an invader comes from a few things. Hunting alone or in small groups, using those fins to kind of corral prey before striking.
Oh, interesting. Like herding them.
Exactly. And a truly astonishing reproductive rate. They release something like 2 million eggs annually. Their presence is so impactful, it's actually reshaped entire ecosystems where they're invasive.
Wow. It's a real paradox then, isn't
Yeah.
it? So beautiful, but such a threat in the Atlantic, leading to things like spearfishing derbies, even chefs trying to get people to eat them more.
Yep, aggressive management, exactly. So with this really striking combination of allure and defense, what does the lionfish teach us about Liz's approach? Or our own approach?
Good question.
For Liz, according to the notes, it's about elegance with consequences.
Oh, I like that.
Her core vibe is allure plus armor. The stripes and fans draw you in, creating this welcoming presence, but the spines keep things respectful.
So it means having a no that's crystal clear, maybe even kind, but absolutely firm, not aggressive.
Precisely. It's also ambient leadership. Just by showing up with this clear presence, a lionfish literally shifts the culture of a reef. So for Liz, her presence can subtly shift a room's tone or its taste or its tempo.
Like that pattern mastery idea you mentioned.
Yeah.
How they gently herd prey with their fins. Like a subtle choreography before the strike.
Exactly that. It's about guiding groups with soft structure, so the right move becomes the easy move, almost without anyone noticing. And responsible radiance, using aesthetics, using beauty, not to dominate or distract, but to actually heal rooms. Seeing beauty as a practice that brings clarity and order.
Okay, so it's about making your presence felt, clearly defining your territory. But then how do we move from defining a space to taking precise action within it?
Ah.
That brings us to our third and final animal, a different kind of power-focused intention, surgical precision, the mantis.
And this really raises a key question, doesn't it? How do we cultivate that kind of precise action in a world that's just constant distraction?
So true.
Mantises are instantly recognizable, right? That iconic triangular head that can rotate, the big compound eyes.
And those forelegs.
Oh, yeah. The enlarged raptorial forelegs with spines. They're specifically designed to capture prey with lightning speed. And their bodies are often camouflaged, helping them blend in, just waiting for that perfect moment.
Masters of ambush predation, feeding on insects, sometimes even small vertebrates, apparently.
Yeah, it happens. They just sit and wait or sometimes slowly stalk. And then there's that striking fact about their reproduction.
The sexual cannibalism.
Yep. Where females might eat their mates during courtship, they lay their eggs in these protective cases called oothecae.
Fascinating, if a bit grim. Culturally, though, they have such rich symbolism, don't they?
Oh, incredibly rich. Ancient Egyptians saw them as spiritual guides, the Greeks as pathfinders. In some African traditions, like the Khoisan, the mantis, a kagan, is this powerful trickster deity.
Wow, a trickster, too.
Yeah. They embody prayer, patience, mindfulness, even bravery in Celtic and Chinese traditions. And their movements, that stillness and sudden strike, even inspired martial arts like praying mantis kung fu.
You know that idea you mentioned, one clean move? That really resonates. How many times do we spiral on a decision, just collecting too many opinions?
All the time.
So what does that focused, almost monk energy, as the notes call it, really empower Liz or us to do in those moments?
Well, for Liz, the mantis represents those core vibes.
Let's-
Attention, intention, exactness. It is that monk energy, the prayer hand stance, and the hunter's focus.
Yeah.
It means you breathe, you see more, and you maybe do less, but you do it better.
Less but better. Okay.
It's all about that one clean move. Mantis strikes are lightning fast, but only after long patience. So for Liz, it's about prepping quietly, then delivering surgically, making every action really count.
And that idea, camouflage hiding, right, that's powerful.
It really is. It's about discernment, blending in when you need to listen, to take in information, but then blazing, when it's time to cut through noise, speak a truth, or make that clear decision. And it's also about learning to guard the temple. Sheathing a sting, essentially, for when your time or values are misused, using it rarely but perfectly when absolutely necessary.
Okay, wow. So we have the immense containing presence of the anaconda, the elegant yet firm boundaries of the lionfish,
Right.
and the precise intentional action of the mantis.
Yeah.
What does this all mean when we bring these three powerful animal energies together? How do they braid inside you, as the notes say?
Yeah, this is where the synergy becomes incredibly practical, I think. Each animal provides a really crucial layer for effective action.
Okay.
So the anaconda sets the container and the cadence. It's about holding space, metabolizing ideas, transforming challenges from within.
Container and cadence, got it.
Then the lionfish sets the tone and the perimeter, bringing that beautiful, welcoming presence, but with clear, respectful boundaries.
Tone and perimeter, okay.
And finally, the mantis sets the decision and the cut, choosing, acting, and ending things with surgical precision.
Wow. So think of it like a powerful operating system for your own clarity and impact, like having these three wise advisors always there.
Exactly. And the sources give us a quick use playbook to make this really tangible.
Ah, this is where it gets really applicable, right? A direct, actionable playbook. It's called Hold, Halo, Hit.
Yes, and this approach offers such a clear structure, which is honestly invaluable when you're facing information overload or complex situations.
Yeah.
Helps you move forward with confidence.
Okay, so first, hold, like the anaconda.
Yeah.
Before any big move, you ask, what's the container here? What's the scope? What's the time box for this task or conversation? What are the rules of engagement? And if there isn't one, you build it.
Right. And why that matters is critical. It establishes clear boundaries, prevents ideas or emotions from just spilling out everywhere, and creates a unified kind of safe space for whatever you're working on or exploring.
Okay, makes sense. Next, Halo, channeling the lionfish. You curate the vibe. The sources suggest these two sliders, light for transparency and lines for expectations.
Light and lines. Okay.
And then you publish them, ideally in one concise paragraph, to everyone involved.
And this is all about setting the emotional and relational tone, isn't it?
Exactly.
It ensures respect, guides interaction, makes your intentions and boundaries clear, but without being, harsh or aggressive. It lets you lead with warmth, but still protect your perimeter gracefully.
Okay. And finally, Hit, embodying the mantis. Here, you identify the one cut that will truly change the board.
One cut.
Yeah. That could be, I don't know, killing a feature you've been dragging along, green-lighting a collaboration you've been considering, or maybe sending that honest, truthful email you've been putting off. And then you make that cut now, cleanly, no more overthinking.
Wow, that's incredibly powerful because it overcomes that decision fatigue, right?
Totally.
It promotes decisive action and forces you to focus on the single action that will have the most impact, clearing the path forward.
Okay, but how do you know which animal's energy to tap into for different situations? I mean, this part of the note seems really helpful for that.
Yeah, it offers fantastic real-world guidance. For example, if you find yourself in, say, a messy room, metaphorically, like a project with unclear roles or a disorganized meeting, you call on the anaconda, you widen the coil, clarify the purpose, invite the right voices in, and let the pressure unify rather than crush. You create that containing tussle.
Okay, contain the mess.
Yeah.
What about when you're dealing with stakeholder spaghetti, as the notes call it? Too many people pulling in different directions. Or boundary creep, where commitments just start expanding.
Yes, classic problems. That's a job for the lionfish.
Right.
You lead with warmth, then you follow with your spines. It's about stating clearly, here's what we can do, here's what we won't. You're gracefully protecting your perimeter and defining what you allow into your space. Calmly, clearly.
Lead with warmth, follow with spines.
Got it.
So if you're struggling with decision fatigue or just overthinking everything, that's when you need the mantis, right? Swimming in too many options.
Absolutely. Stop collecting opinions. Pick the criterion that matters most. Pick the path that aligns with it and just press send or make the call, whatever it is.
Do it.
Yeah. It's about surgical, honest action, cutting through all that noise.
And for people who want to integrate this even deeper, the notes suggest some incredibly quick, really powerful rituals you can do, like throughout your day.
Yeah, these aren't big-time commitments at all, just micro practices.
Okay.
And these micro practices can actually profoundly shift your mindset and focus. For the anaconda, the notes suggest the river breath. Breathe in for 4 counts, filling your belly.
Mm.
Hold for 4 counts, kind of scanning your internal landscape.
Mm-hmm.
And then a long exhale out for 8 counts, releasing. Then just write one line, what am I containing today? It really grounds you in your internal space.
River breath. I like that.
Okay.
Like lionfish.
For the lionfish, it's a reef polish. Just remove one visual mess. Could be on your desk, maybe a document header that's sloppy, even cleaning up a Slack channel topic. It's about creating tiny beauty, big clarity, an immediate small act of creating a visual boundary and order.
Tiny beauty, big clarity.
Okay.
And for the mantis.
A blade check. List 3 options for a decision you're facing. Then, circle the one that scares you the most because it's the most honest, direct action.
Oof.
And then commit to doing that one first. It's about facing the truth with precision, not putting it off.
Wow. These are really practical. The sources even suggest a visual crest or mark for Liz, like for a notebook or even a tattoo.
Yeah, it's quite evocative. It starts with a low river curve, like a subtle Ouroboros coil at the base. That's the anaconda container.
Okay, the base.
Then in the center, a vertical fan of 5 fine lines representing the lionfish, fins, the halo, the boundary.
Right, fins, right.
And then overprinted on top, a slim chevron, like a symbol, that's the mantis strike, cutting cleanly through everything.
So the palette of jungle green, reef rose gold, and obsidian.
Mm-hmm.
And the motto just sums it all up. Contain, curate, cut.
Perfect, isn't it? And for Liz, her North Stars, these little pocket mantras are so guiding. Make the room a vessel, that's anaconda. Let grace guard the gates, that's lionfish.
Right.
And choose one honest action, that's mantis. Simple, but really profound.
Okay, so to recap this deep dive,
Yeah.
we've explored the anaconda's immense containing presence, the lionfish's elegant yet firm boundaries, and the mantis's precise intentional action. These aren't just animals, they're archetypes, right? Powerful energies waiting to be recognized and channeled within you.
Absolutely. We really encourage you, the listener, to consider how these energies might already be playing out in your life and how consciously invoking them and channeling them can lead to, greater clarity, effectiveness, maybe even more peace.
Yeah.
Understanding them provides such a rich tapestry for self-awareness and just intentional living.
So here's a final provocative thought for you to carry forward. What boundary, what container, or what decisive cut could you implement today that would create the most powerful ripple effect in your personal or professional world?
Good question. Think about which animal's energy you might need to invoke most in the coming days. How might embodying even just one of these North Stars make the room a vessel? Let grace guard the gates. Choose one honest action. How might that transform a challenging situation or a decision that's been lingering?
The power, as we've seen from these amazing creatures and the insights here, it's truly within you.